I'm here. Right. I figured it was about time that I bring out my DS capture card that I spent a fair bit of money on to get last year, so it's about time I used it again. Also, this is a bit loud. Alright, we'll turn down the volume to about 8. I think that's a bit better. Right. I don't feel like I have to shout over the game now. Hello Stein, how you doing today? It is sacrilege if you have not played Cooking Mama. Well, I guess it depends on what era you grew up on, to be totally honest. Also, I'm using the PNG tuber today because I figured that using the DS is not exactly the most useful for the VTuber because I tend to not be facing the webcam properly and it just makes my VTuber like all twitchy and annoying. So I figured the PNG tuber is better for this. Anyway, here's a real nostalgia trip. I haven't played Cooking Mama in forever. But I did play it a lot as a kid, so I'm hoping it's still as good as I remember. I think it was a couple of years before your time. This game came out 2006, I think? Hold on, I need to check now. Cooking Mama release date. Yes, 2006. You would have been 4. Maybe a little bit on the young side for this game at the time, but not by much. Hello Dandy, how you doing today? You want beef stew? Can I make beef stew? I can make miso soup. Is that beef stew? You didn't get a DS until you were like 8 or 9. Ah. Well, it was still very much during the era of Cooking Mama, because Cooking Mama was around for quite a lot of DS games. You will help devour the food, but not with the cooking. That's how it always goes, doesn't it? People will help eat the food, but they're not gonna help cook it. The DSi is the one you got, so definitely after the release date for that. Okay then. Yeah, very sure Cooking Mama was at her peak for the entire DS period. She was still around during the 3DS era, but that's when it kind of died down a little bit, I think. Anyway, let's make some pan-fried vegetables. We'll just start off with this. Alright, I'm gonna try and get as good a score as I can. But if I don't get a perfect score, oh well. I'm mostly just doing this game for a bit of fun. Yay! You're down with the cooking and the eating. In real life, for the most part, I'm very much the eater. I'm rubbish at cooking. That was the wrong way to peel a vegetable. Was it? That's how you peel a lettuce, isn't it? Okay. Taking off the tips of the bean sprouts. I'm not entirely sure why. Are these like little bits toxic or something? A lot of these sounds are so nostalgic to me. Also, these graphics are very DS era, aren't they? God, the faster ticking is giving me anxiety. Ooh, just in time. You may have actually been 7 if your parents pre-ordered one, because it came out in Europe on April 3rd, 2009. I got the DS Lite first. I didn't get the original DS. When did the DS Lite come out? DS Lite release date. It was 2nd of March. Oh, that was in Japan. In Europe, it was in June 2006. So that's probably around the time I got my first one. You remember cooking something in this game and then mess it up. I remember those recipes where you had to, like, you know, put everything on the plate, and I would just leave it empty, and then at the end it would be like, presenting this delicious meal, and it's just an empty plate. And finding that hilarious. Okay, okay, that's easy. I feel like all this is going to be way easier than I remember it being, now that I'm a lot older. Can't taste bad if there's nothing on the plate. Well, it wouldn't exactly taste good, would it? I suppose. Okay, this always confused me as a kid. You gotta put in the meat first, because meat takes longer to cook than the vegetables. Except I never know how long to cook it for. I'll just go with that. I have no idea if I've timed this right, but I guess we'll find out soon. Am I meant to be shaking it constantly? Or am I meant to, like, hold them still? Come on, lettuce! Come on, lettuce! Yes! Yay! Mmm, yummy! Doesn't exactly look that great if you ask me, but sure. New recipe, Chinese sauteed beef and peppers. Something. I'm guessing that was unlocked. Salisbury steak. Slice an onion. I can do that. How do I slice the onion? Oh. Okay, that was easy. Okay, I was thinking I'd have to do that as well, but that was a second objective. If only it was that easy in real life. Why are these separate? I don't know. I wasn't expecting them to be separate. Oh, come on! There's 2 little bits there I haven't been done. Come on, Mama. That's not perfect. What's with all the orders, Dandy? I can't keep up with all these orders. And plus, I don't think there are even options in this game. If I just leave it, will that be fine? Or probably not? I don't know. I don't know how this game works. Oh, we're done. Change the recipe to Japanese Hamburg steak. Sure, why not? That is this one. There we go. You had to cut some onions yesterday. You cut them very roughly and then threw them in the blender. Well, that's one way to dice up the onions. I'm one of those people that, like, whenever I cut an onion, I will cry. I'm very susceptible to crying when there's onions around. It's like so sore on the eyes. Like, I've tried different tricks to not cry, but none of them seem to work for me. Oh, I remember this one. No, it's not. I remember it being like super fast as a kid, but maybe not. Maybe I just can't time it right. Yeah, I don't think I got the timing right, do I? Still good enough to pass, though. You don't like the texture of onions, so you needed them to be very blended. That's fair enough. You also cried yesterday. Aww. Ah, it's so hot! Ooh, I gotta do... It's fine. I remember being like, as a kid, like, whenever the temperature was up, I'd be like, ah, it's hot, it's hot, it's hot! Because, you know, when you're a kid, it's very easy to be amused by everything. Ah, that's nice and cool. Not burning my butt anymore. Ah! 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 It's hot! It's hot! Oh dear. It feels so stupid as an adult acting like that. I don't know if doing this is helping at all. It just feels right to do. And flip. And I think we're done. I burnt it. Oh no, did I? Did I overcook the steak? Like people that say like you need to have it... What is it, rare? And not well done? Also... Wait, this is a frying pan. Why am I... It looks a bit weird how I'm stirring in a frying pan like this, like it's a soup. Is this what they do in Japan? Cooking's sake? I don't know what that is either. I don't know much about cooking. Potato starch. It's an alcohol thing. This game has alcohol in it? How is it not rated like an 18 plus then if it's got alcohol in it? No, I understand why. It's like cooking alcohol is different from, you know, like alcohol the drink. This grater is not very good if it's all getting clogged at the top, though. And then again, maybe the consistency of this radish just makes it clump or something. Ooh, arrange the plates. Here's the ones where I would just leave it blank. But I want to get at least decent score. Also, that picture, like, on the, thing on the right, it looks like it's... It looks like it's one of these, rather than, like, the smiley face. Alright, lots of chips. Gotta have lots of chips with your meal. Oh. Oh, hang on. Yeah, we don't want steak in here. We'll just cover it up with all the chips. And then a million flags. Yay! It's a fry steak. Behold, steak. Yes, definitely steak. Claimed by the fries. Alright, what should I do now? What should I do next, chat? I've done the first one. You love fry steak. Does sound quite nice, honestly. Playing this game is gonna make me hungry, isn't it? Could use some sauce. Let's try this one. Let's try making a beef steak. Okay. Okay, that was easy. Add some flavoring. Yeah, don't want just plain food. I don't know exactly what I put on there. It looks like salt. Why'd I cut it like that? I don't know. You tell me. I don't know how to cook. I'm just doing as I'm told. Japanese steak, grated radish. Okay, why not? We're changing recipes again. Hot, 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 hot. Ah, nice and cool. No longer burning. And flip. You've never made a steak before. Me neither. What have I made in real life? I've made spaghetti bolognese. I've made that before. I've baked a cake before, but then again, who hasn't? What else have I actually cooked from, like, scratch? I've done roast dinner before, which is a bit of a nightmare, not gonna lie. I probably made, like, a bunch of things, like, just as a one-time in school. Although, none of them are coming to mind right now. Again, we're cooking fluids in a frying pan. This is not something you'd see very often in England, as far as I know. I could be very wrong. Oh shit, I was slightly too late. Well, not getting a perfect score here, unfortunately. You've made a few different things. Like what? What have you made from scratch? So I'm not counting things that, you know, you just buy in the shop and then just throw in the oven for like, you know, 20 minutes and then it's done. I'm talking about stuff that you actually needed to cook. You know what? Playing this game is reminding me of like a holiday I went on with my carer once. And I remember like in the evening, because there was nothing really else to do in like the cabin we were in, I would just be playing this game just to keep myself from getting too bored.
Water would be nice.
Right. I'm gonna put this steak over here where it's like juices are like flowing onto the table. Right. Alright, let's... some stuff down there so it's all on the table, but... piece of broccoli, sweet corn... making like a weird face now. There we go. How's this, Mama? It's perfect, apparently. Plate the fries out of the plate. Is this gonna... 92, come on! Well, it's a very happy-looking meal with, like, a single eyebrow. If only I could have a second steak on the other side to be like the other eyebrow. Okay, what now, chat? What should I make this time? What would chat like to order? Order up? Anyone got any orders? Do we count pre-made spice packs? You cook everything yourself, you just don't have to select the spices. Oh, sure. That reminds me, I've made chicken wraps where you have to fry up the chicken in the frying pan. And you'd like add the seasoning and stuff, like the seasoning packs. Okay, I'm just gonna go with spaghetti Neapolitan. Alright, this should be a bit different than cooking just steak. Alright, this makes a bit more sense. Cooking liquids in a pot, not in a frying pan. Oh, blow. Yay, it works! I actually have to blow into the microphone on the DS. I'm sorry if it's like really loud on the mic. I'm trying to like blow over the mic. Remove the pasta. Oh, I'd always screw this up. This was before I really understood how water physics worked. Yay! Ooh. Oh, spaghetti bolognese. I'll switch to that because that is something I have made in real life. Although, I didn't put onions in it. Basically, all I had to do was, boil some peas while cooking, like, frying up the mince. Add, like, the, bolognese sauce, which has onions in it, I'm pretty sure. Like, into the beef once it's all, like, cooked and, like, the juices have evaporated. And then drain out the peas, add them in, and then serve on top of spaghetti. That's pretty much what I had to do. Or at least that's what my mum told me. That was the recipe that my mum taught me how to make when she was teaching me how to cook. I'm not not exactly the best at it, but I can do it. As long as I have the right ingredients, because if they're from like different shops or anything, it tastes wrong. And I think they've changed stuff nowadays because it still tastes wrong to me. Thinking about all this food is making me hungry. Just leave everything in a big clump and just spin it round. Oh. Come on, pork. Or bacon, whichever it is. Come on, come on. Yes! Yay! Spaghetti lasagna, probably a couple things you forgot with the spice packs. Apple pie, both of a pack and without. Ice cream, kebab, fish burgers. And probably a couple other things you forgot from scratch. Those are only the things you can remember off the top of your head. You've got a lot more experience cooking than I do. Pasta water in the sauce. I did not add pasta water in the sauce if that's what you're asking. Or at least that's not what I was told to do. But then again, I know that peas in spaghetti bolognese is not exactly traditional, but it is what my mum would do, and thus that's what she taught me how to do. Oh, we're using a frying pan again. Wait, we're stewing? Wait, why are we stewing? You don't stew spaghetti bolognese, do you? I don't think you do. Oyster sauce. Okay, this is a much fancier spaghetti bolognese than what I had growing up. I almost missed that mixing. Maybe it's to thicken the sauce? Well, this is a very different spaghetti bolognese than what I had. That's for sure. Also, we didn't have pork in it. We had, beef. Okay, chat, do you have an order to this time? Something for me to make? We've got pizza. It doesn't look like there's pizza right now. I'm pretty sure there is pizza, but not right now. I can make pork curry and rice. Is that pizza? Or a sweet fried egg? Or a grilled gyoza? Whatever that is. It's most definitely not. Fried fish? A sandwich? You'll settle for gyoza then. What is a gyoza though? I don't actually know. I see the picture. It looks like a dumpling of some kind. What is a gyoza? Gyoza are Japanese dumplings that are typically filled with ground meat and vegetables, like cabbage, pork, garlic, and chives. Okay, so I was right. It's a type of dumpling. Yeah, it is a type of dumpling. Also, it looks like we're doing this free-stage thing, but with lettuce or cabbage now? Yeah, cabbage. Would have thought this would be all in one, but apparently not. Oh, it's a garlic now. Also, I don't think using the claw method really works. Wait, the claw? Like when you hold your hand like that, is that the claw? No, I don't think it is. Shit. In case you didn't know, I didn't really do very well in food technology in school. Can you cut your fingers by going too fast? I don't think so. I think that's the Wii that they started adding goofy stuff like that. That is this. Sesame oil, garlic, and pepper. You see people hold their hand like that, but you can never pull it off. I can sort of do that, but I need like if I was to I would use that hand position if I was like cutting like an onion that's cut in half already. Sort of. I can't make pizza. I don't have it available to me. And I don't know what I have to do to unlock it. At least I'm pretty sure it's in this game. I could be wrong. You don't feel like you have control over what you're trying to cut like that. That's why I would need it to be, you know, like something that's already been cut in half, so it's stable. If it was like a full onion, it would be too unstable to do. Okay. Oh. How is my thumb making that shape? I must be using my nail or something to like indent it. Also, what is this? Is that just licking it like an envelope? No, it's got a drop. It's probably just water, not like... No! Damn it, I was talking too much. I'm putting in folds. Yeah, I see, but it's like very straight. Like your fingers aren't straight, they're rounded. But then again, well, I suppose if you shape your nails to be like a straight edge, you could do that. Right, in you go. In you go, 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 in you go. Out you come, 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 out you come. Wait, what? What did I do wrong there? I must have been talking too much again. Or maybe I was meant to let them cook a bit longer. Oops. I've unlocked shrimp gyoza now. Alright, chat, do you have any ideas of what to do now? Don't say pizza because I can't make pizza. And I don't know what I need to do to unlock it. Unclear. All on a stick? This one? Fried octopus dumplings. I've never had octopus before. Yes, that. Ooh. I can't deny an octopus's tentacle does not exactly look appetizing. Egg, water, and flour. Mix. Okay, I remember this. We got a plum bob from The Sims. Okay, but don't overdo it. I had to move so slightly just to make it stay. Well, this would trigger someone's trypophobia. Oh, shit. Aww. Oh, no! Turn! Turn! How do I turn? No! No! Come on, turn! Please turn! How do I turn? Ugh. Oh, dear. And they still came out perfect. This is me when I cook. I panic.
Water would be nice.
Click? I don't know. I was trying to I was trying all sorts of different things. I was like trying to swipe. I was trying to click. It just wasn't happening. Okay, what now, chat? What would you like to order up? Hope you enjoy your burnt octopus dumplings. Got a few new ones. You want a refund? I don't know how many bits you've given me, but I could refund them to you by just giving you the same amount of bits in your chat. Don't actually do that, that was a joke. I got it. Let's make some boiled rice. Surely I can't fuck this up, right? Yay! Okay, good start. Else you're gonna weaponize the 200 bits you now somehow have. Alright, let's be cool about this. We don't need to turn to war here. Oh, perfect. Ooh. Chestnut rice? I don't know. This is interesting sound for rice. Sounds like I'm just mixing dry rice rather than wet rice. We don't want the bit war of 2025 to become a real thing. No thanks. Or at least I don't want to be part of it. That does not look like chestnuts. Those look like white chocolate buttons. Set the timer. How long? 40 minutes. Okay then. Yay! I didn't fuck it up. I just hope no one's allergic to chestnuts. Because then I would have really fucked it up. Ooh, rice cakes. Okay, what now, chat? What's your next course of food gonna be? How are we doing for time? About half an hour to go until break time? Which means an ad break happened in the middle of that somewhere. Can't believe the final step could be that hard. Is there something with chicken? Fried chicken? Let's make some fried chicken. That does not look like chicken. That looks more like, pork? Maybe? Well, that's a very interesting shape. But then again, I guess ginger is that weird shape, isn't it? Looks like beef or pork or something. Yeah. Chicken, like, tends to be, like, quite... consistent in color. Whereas beef and pork can be a bit more... inconsistent. Like in that picture. As someone who has ginger in their kitchen, it does look like that. Yes, indeed. I do know what ginger looks like. Yeah, that does not really look like chicken. Now it looks like bits of bacon or something in the bowl. How are we gonna... This is not how kneading works. You can't knead chunks of chicken. That's not how it works. What do they even do? Your mum wants fresh ginger tea, so you got some. That's fair enough. I'd imagine someone wants the ginger if you've got it in there. So we're just rolling bacon in flour, evidently. And then we put it in, like, to deep fry. Yes. In you go, 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 in you go. Oh, they change color. Out you come, out you come. Out you come, out you come. Out you come, out you come. Out you come. Out you come, out you come. Ooh, that last one. Oh, I think I slightly burnt the last one. Oops. Here you go, Stein. Here's your fried chicken. Hope you enjoy. One of them might be a tad overdone, but I tried my best. And I got you some broccoli and a slice of lemon. Chicken and tomato sauce. Oh. Okay. Isn't that just like chicken tomato soup? Okay, chat. What's the next order? I can keep the broccoli. Oh, do you not like it? Sorry. I'll eat broccoli. It's not my favorite thing ever, but I'll eat it. Is there any broccoli meals? Hi, Trash Can. How you doing today? Gives you wicked farts, though. Lovely. Thanks for sharing that in the restaurant. Speaking of restaurant, what's the next order, chat? What would you like to have? And hopefully I'll try not to burn it. Doing good. It's cold, so you don't want to get up. Okay, is there anything? Is there like hot soup or anything I can make? I can make miso soup. Or chicken and... No, you like chicken for breakfast, don't you? Oh, you want spaghetti? I think we've already done... Yeah, we've already done spaghetti. Oh, the spaghetti Neapolitan? Is that what you would like for breakfast? I'll take that as a yes, even though it didn't come from Trash Can. That sounds good. Yay! can't say I've ever had spaghetti for breakfast before, but I wouldn't be surprised if some places in the world have it. You have. Oh no! Shit, I wasn't paying attention. Oh, went slightly too high. Okay, this game is suddenly becoming harder like I remember it being as a kid. It's because I'm trying to talk to chat at the same time. It was bland spaghetti though. Oh, not even any sauce or anything? Oh. Careful. Yay! Put some cheese and salt on it. Yeah, I suppose that's better than just plain spaghetti, I imagine. Yeah, all this thinking about and talking about food is making me hungry. Rip your head off, rip your legs off, your back off, your upper legs, your upper piece of back, and you keep your tail. At least I assume. I don't know, as a kid I thought this was the butt. Like I thought I was ripping its tail off. And then the bit on the right is the head, but no, I'm pretty sure it's the other way around. Hello, squid. Squid for breakfast. I've never had squid either. I've had some types of fish, but I've never really had any other types of, like, seafood. I have no idea how long this is gonna take. I'll just put them in for a bit longer, because meat. Even though apparently fish are not meat, apparently, and I don't understand how that makes any sense. In your opinion, fish are meat? I feel like they should be, because why would it not be meat? Okay, perfect timing, pretty much. This looks like it's turning into carbonara now. Like shrimp carbonara. I love the sound effects, though. Salt and pepper. Oh, right at the end. Here you go, trash can. Here's your spaghetti. Hope you enjoy your breakfast. Okay, what next? What would you like to order next, chat? I'm just the chef, you're the customers. And I've already had one demand for refunds already. Yum, thanks. Glad you're enjoying it. I'm gonna make a sandwich. That's what I had for lunch. Although I did not have lettuce in it. What's this, a cucumber? This is a very healthy sandwich I'm making. Tomato? Am I literally just having lettuce, tomato, and cucumber? No chicken or anything? Or bacon? Not even a BLT? No. Oh, I can have cheese, or... Wait, what's this? What's that supposed to be? Beef? There. Yum! It's a vegan sandwich. It might be vegan meat. I know, it looks a little bit like ham or beef or something. Yum. Ooh! Now I can make pizza! Right, you've all been asking for pizza. Let's make a pizza. Is it gonna give me the option for pineapples? God, I want pizza in real life now. I shouldn't have it because I had pizza a few days ago. I can't just be living off pizza. Plus, I got some chicken in the fridge that needs eating today. No! No pineapple! Well, let's get there first. Oh, I think I slightly overdid it. Yes. Damn it! Alright, gotta have tomato. I know barbecue sauce pizzas are a thing, but I'm not too keen on them. Barbecue sauce is very powerful tasting to me, so if I'm having barbecue sauce, I want just a tad. Wait, what was this? A sausage? Or, no, pepperoni. I don't know, chat, what's your favorite pizza? Mine's definitely from Domino's, and I typically just get the, chicken and pepperoni because I'm boring. But because the pizza I get, you can only choose 2 toppings. That was a lot of cutting. Spread the pizza sauce with like a picture of a smiley face. Just as skilled as Mama. Add the toppings freely. Okay, what can we add to this pizza? I'm guessing that's cheese, tomato, mushroom, pepperoni, bacon, and shrimp. Aw. No pineapple? Bacon on pizza is quite nice. I never had shrimp on pizza though. Or prawn, or whatever it is. There. A bit much on the cheese, but oh well. Uh, 10 minutes. Your favorite is from a local pizzeria. It's named after your city and has a bunch of meats. So it's like a meat feast? Right, here's that pizza you've been begging for, chat. Hope you enjoy. Ooh, I can make a meat pie now. Trash can's excusing himself. He probably has to go puke after eating my cooking. Okay, what next, chat? What would you like to eat? Well, trash, and just excuse trash can puking in the bathroom right now. What would chat like to have? You actually had some semi-homemade pizza yesterday. What does semi-homemade pizza mean? Just like this. The dough was store-bought. Okay, that makes sense. That's fair enough. I suppose that does make sense. It would be semi-homemade, wouldn't it? Well, I guess when you're asking about homemade food, like, what exactly is and isn't homemade? Like, most of us do not have, you know, farm animals that we slaughter and, like, for meat. We buy it at the shop, so that's not homemade. So how is that different from buying store-bought dough? Excuse me? Timer. How long? 2 minutes? 45 minutes. Nowhere close. Pound the rice. Oh! Hang on. Right, I know on the Wii you get like a funny picture of Mama with her hand hurts. Sorry, Mama. You're taking too long to get out the way. Alright, let's do this properly, just for a bit. Okay, you don't get a funny picture of Mama in this, unfortunately. Yum, rice cakes. You think it counts as homemade if you do any step you could do at home. Okay, so if I buy a frozen pizza and put it in the oven and just, you know, cook it, is that homemade? In a reasonable amount of time, of course. Remove the tendon. How exactly does doing this remove the tendon? Just putting 2 random slits in it. If it takes months, it's not reasonable. Well, some foods or like drinks take like you age it, like cheese. So if you're aging cheese over months, It's an unreasonable homemade cheese, is it? No, because you could have made dough. And put the sauce and cheese and other toppings on. Yeah, that makes sense. Making your own cheese would take too long. Well, hey, if you want to do it, it is still homemade, right? Just because it takes months to do doesn't mean it's not homemade. It would still count as homemade, of course, but buying would also count. Yeah, it's fair that, like, you know... I know, if you just home cook anything, but you're using cheese from the shop, to say that that's not homemade is kind of unreasonable. Being like, oh no, you didn't make the cheese yourself, it's not homemade. Screw your homemade cooking. It'd be just the same for animals. Most of us don't have the, means to, you know, raise farm animals. Alright. Just for you, Stein, I'm gonna put a steak and cover it in broccoli. You need to get more green in your diet. Hi, Kira, how you doing today? Cooking is making you hungry, so you're gonna go make dinner. Yeah, it's making me hungry do this as well. Making the cheese is going a bit too far. Oh, welcome back, Trash Can. I hope puking up all the food I made you in the bathroom went okay? No, not broccoli! You eat plenty of green! Like what? What greenery do you eat? You were the only one who put tomatoes and paprika on your pizza. Paprika on pizza? That's an interesting choice. You're good, just home from work, so starting up the PC to lurk while you get food. Okay, no problem. Hope everything at work went well. And thanks for the lurk, I really do appreciate that. Right, break an egg. Don't spill it. Oh. There we go. I remember always breaking those as a kid. Go on, egg, I'm gonna beat you in this race, or whatever I'm doing. Oh, there's bubbles. Is that bad? Is that bad? I feel like the bubbles are bad. Okay, I think bubbles are bad. Sorry, egg. I beat it a bit too well. Your mum also put tomatoes on hers, but she doesn't really make a pizza. She puts the dough in the oven and does the other stuff with it. When you say you put tomatoes on pizza, do you mean the tomato sauce? Or do you mean like you're actually putting like chunks of tomato on top of the pizza? Just to clarify. Paprika can... Yeah, paprika can be red, yellow, or green, depending on which peppers you use to make it. The one you use is mostly yellow, but also some green. So it was like a greenish, yellowish color then? Oh, this is an interesting pan. What is this? I can't, make it jump, though. I've never seen a pan like this before. Well, actually that's a lie. I played this game before, so of course I would have seen a pan like this before. Yay, a single egg roll. Is that all I'm making? Okay. Oh no, I cut it. Okay, I did make a single egg roll and then I cut it into 5 smaller egg rolls. Or sweet fried egg. The different paprika colors are for their ripeness. Wait, what? I thought paprika was a different color based on the color of the pepper used to make it. You didn't know this about paprika. Didn't we go over this not too long ago, Trash Can Jones, where we were talking about Mrs. Pepper being the mother of paprika, but Mr. Salt can't be, because if you mix pepper and salt, you don't get paprika. Chinese sauteed beef and peppers. Let's go with this. Okay then. If you mix pepper with anything, you don't get paprika. That's why I'm saying, like, Mrs. Pepper needs a Mr. Pepper to make paprika, right? Because if paprika is just made of pepper, then you need pepper and pepper to make paprika. Ooh, these are all very similar colors. This one. This one. This one. Oh, okay. Ooh. Okay, I hear the alarm going off. Hold on a second. No! The alarm distracted me. Wait, you fucked up. You're talking the Dutch paprika, which is bell peppers. I'm sorry? If you mix pepper with it... No, I've read that. Although you also assume it's correct for paprika as it's made from it. As far as I know, paprika, as far as I understand it, would be a similar color as the peppers used to make it. At least I'm pretty sure. Peppercorn is what pepper is made from. It's different from peppers. Peppercorn is the fruit from the Piper nigrum plant, while pepper most commonly refers to the ground spice derived from these dried peppercorns, typically black pepper. Well, it's still called pepper, so obviously it's the same thing when it comes to genetics, right? We are talking about Blue's Clues here, a TV show intended for, like, you know, 5-year-olds. You can't take logic literally when we're talking about Blue's Clues, considering, you know, Blue Skadoo Weekend 2, which, if you haven't tried to do in real life, not understanding it's not a real thing, then did you really watch Blue's Clues? I remember trying so many times to Blue Skadoo myself. And I was genuinely confused as to, like, why isn't it working? If your Blue's Clues ain't scientifically accurate, you ain't won it. Exactly. We're teaching kids that, you know, blue skidooing is, you know, a thing we can do. But it's a lie. It's a lie, I tell ya. It's a lie. Oh no. Oh no. Damn it, I overdid the beef. Yum. Okay, right. You didn't watch that much Blue's Clues. I remember it well enough. Like, it was like a decently big thing that I watched as a kid. Good enough that I could feel like I can remember a good chunk of it. Because there's a lot of stuff from my life that, like, my mum would tell me, like, oh yeah, you liked this as a kid. And I'd be like, I don't remember that. So it's clearly not that, clearly wasn't that big a part of my life that I can't remember it. Anyway, I'm gonna go take a quick break and let the ads play while I'm away so that they don't interrupt the gameplay. And when I get back, we'll see what all of you are wanting me to cook next. Steve's probably the reason you like to sing so much. Aww. Haven't heard you sing on stream though. At least I don't think I have. Anyway, be back in a minute.
That was amazing. Terrifying, but amazing.
Well, you have
That was not supposed to happen.
station ID now.
Oh, it's been a while since I've seen the Dreadwing just dive into the ground and die. But I think that's the first time I've actually caught it on camera.
I trust your focus.
This console still uploaded.
This is gonna be a very uneven terrain. Oh no! Oh my god! No! 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 Get to safety! Get to safety! No! Jesus. Right. Ah! No! Get out! Oh my god! Get the fuck out of my house! Oh, I'm gonna die. Oh, there's the first death in this. Oh my god. Why is there... Oh, well, yeah, there's the first time I've died. Jeez. I want that. Yeah, you fuck off. Which one is it? It's the one at the back. Please, no, please. No. Please stay in the bowl, please. No! 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 Oh my god, I think that's the first shiny I ever failed. Oh, fuck. Oh. Ooh! That is a weird looking hyper beam. It's just barely too short to reach. Can't hit me, can't hit me. What is that? That is not what hyper beam is supposed to do. God, that was an amusing thing to see.
Water would be nice.
and hydrated. You should start ending streams with the So Long song from Blue's Clues. You should. Definitely. I don't remember what exactly the So Long song is, but I'd love to have some more nostalgia. You just googled and you're pretty sure Blue's Clues was before your time, considering season 1 is from 1996. Yeah, it's older than I am as well, but it was still around when I was a kid. And the reason why I remember the American version rather than the British version is because, like season 1, I think it was, they made a British version of it. But then afterwards, they just switched to the American version. I don't entirely know why, but that explains why when I look it up, I'd be like, I don't remember this guy being the Blue's Clues guy. I remember the American guy being the Blue's Clues guy. Okay, what would you like next, chat? They dubbed for the Netherlands, you believe? That would make sense. I'd imagine that, like, you know, young TV shows for, like, young kids is probably gonna be dubbed into, like, the local language. Because I imagine, like, most young children are gonna be fluent first in their, like, country's language rather than, like, English or whatever. How about rice? Okay. Rice coming right up. I was like 1 grain short. There we go. You're looking forward to next week! What's happening next week? What's happening next week, Stein? I only count 999 grains of rice, but the upper was for at least 1,000. I'm so gonna get fired. This reminds me of the Puffin minigame from Pokemon Diamond and Pearl and Platinum. Well, not this part. You want to play Inazuma 11 Victory Road so much? You think that answers the question? Yes, it does. Are you going to be streaming it, or are you just going to be playing it offline? Definitely streaming. Okay, I'll keep an eye out for that. Just what's kind of difficult is you stream quite late in the day. Quite often when I'm going to bed. And I am trying to get into the habit of, like, you know, checking all the time to see if people are online that I could leave alert going on. Oh, no, that is the carrots. Because even if I can't be, you know, chatting in the chat, I could still be lurking at least. You might do some grinding off stream, but all story or side missions will be on stream. That's fair enough. You play the game and stream how you want to. Whether it's streaming everything, or not streaming everything, or just doing bits and pieces of both. It's all up to you. What next, chat? What would you like to order to eat next? You find grinding really boring, so you like to do that off stream while watching a movie or something. That's fair enough. That's what I like to do when I'm doing drawing or whatever. What's that calzone looking thing? Calzone? What's a calzone? Hang on. Calzone. Oh, it's one of those. Okay, it's like a pizza wrap. This thing? From what you know, a calzone is a folded pizza. Yeah, I looked it up and the pictures, yeah, it's like a pizza wrap. That one? Okay, let's make a meat pie then. That one feels so weird, so with the timing. Calzones are so good. I've had, well, what you call calzones before. They are pretty good. Oops, caps. Yeah, don't worry about it. I just took it as you being very excited. They're good, but you like eating pizzas more. That's fair enough. I haven't had a calzone in quite a long time. There's nothing wrong with them. At least I don't remember there being anything wrong with them. It's really hard to keep these together. Are we nearly done here? Come on, be done already! Or am I moving them too much? Okay, I'm thinking I'm not supposed to just move them constantly. Oops. You come from one of the big pizza hot spots in the US. A little spot near you makes some banging calzones. Okay, well if I ever visit... Well, I don't know if you come from... Is it Chicago? Where's the Bean in the US? Is it in Chicago? Where is the Bean in Chicago? It is in Chicago. Chicago is close enough. Apparently it's located in Cloud Gate, which is in the Chicago metropolitan area. Excuse me, whatever that exactly means. Oh, excuse me. I'm hiccuping now all of a sudden. Well, if I ever do find myself in Chicago or around the Bean, you're gonna have to let me know about this place, Trash Can. Love how everyone calls it the Bean. Well, from what I've seen of it, how can you not call it the Bean? It's in Millennium Park. Oh. Okay, well if I've... Oh, Cloudgate is its official name. Oh, I thought that was like its location. Oops. Sorry, I don't know American geography very well. Hell yeah, and the guy who made it really hates the Bean name. Okay, well, then just to really wind them up, then just be like, hey, I would like some calzones with extra beans, please? Although I would not order that. I do not like beans. They got such a horrible taste and texture. Like, blech. No thank you. The guy who made it is an asshole, you believe. Oh, really? Is it just a giant turd? Beans on pizza? Yeah, I can't imagine those would be very nice. Well, I wouldn't think they'd be nice, but maybe some people would like them. Anyway, I'm just letting the food burn. I need to cook it. Or, not burn, go cold. I don't even remember what I'm making anymore, because we were talking about, you know, everything else. Oh, I just set on fire. I flambéed it, I think is the term. He sucks so bad, literally every other artist hates him. Isn't art a matter of opinion? So technically there's no such thing as like good or bad art. It's all a matter of like what you like better, right? Evidently Trashcan quite likes the bean, so the artist has at least one fan. Plus the bean is funny. It looks funny, it sounds funny. Yes, but he copyrighted Venta Black. Venta Black? Sorry, what's Venta Black? What is Venta Black? It is a super black coating made of a forest of vertically aligned carbon nanotubes that can absorb 99.965% of visible light. Okay, so it's like a very dark black paint. The blackest black you could get. Yes, Omega Black. Gotcha. Okay, I know what this is now. Although this picture of... the picture they're showing of, like, a sculpture of, like, a face covered in Venta Black with another face next to it not. It looks like someone just, like, you know, colored it in black. It's just solid black. That's gonna be really weird to see in real life. He made it to where no one could use it. That sucks. Well, it sounds like we've managed to, what is it? Like, separate the art from the artist? Which sometimes you can do and some things you can't. So a different artist made a bunch of other paints and made it so where everyone except Anish Kapoor could buy them. Is Anish Kapoor the guy who made the bean? I'm guessing so. Yes, okay. Yay, I guessed correctly. Is that right? Might be a pixel over, though. Yay, good enough. Cut shape. How many can I make? Oh, I see. Apparently that was perfect, even though there's a bunch left over. Okay, we're doing this again. Oh, we're using a fork this time rather than my nail. Oops. Although you could still do this pattern with like your nail, except like the edge of your nail. Here we go. Set the timer. That's definitely the easiest one. Anyway, that and that, you believe you heard he's a dick overall, and that's why we don't like him. You're free to like his art, though. Yeah, I suppose. There is a lot of, like, forms of art that, like, you know, when the artist is, like, not such a great person, you can kind of, like, separate it from them, so... you know, their poor reputation or whatever they've done doesn't impact your enjoyment of that. And then there's a couple of things where the artist has done something so wrong that a lot of people point out it's not exactly a good idea to, like, represent it anymore. If that makes any sense. Because of all the harm the artist has done. Lots of great art come from shitty people. That is true. Anyway, what would you like next, chat? We don't need to give these shitty people attention on this stream. We're here for some fun. We're not here to talk about, you know, disappointments in life. More gyoza. Is there a different gyoza I can make? Shrimp gyoza? I do have to admit though, like while I am enjoying this game, I do feel like it is getting a tad old already. I've been playing for about an hour and a half. Because it is quite a lot of just the same thing over and over again. Granted, I wasn't exactly planning on playing this game for too long. It's mostly just to like help fill the gap until the Christmas season starts. Because I'm currently planning for after this week that I'll be bringing back Bully to do the Christmas missions and then just do whatever else in the game until Mega Dimension releases. That is the current plan. You had already seen there was a different gyoza I hadn't done yet, which is why you suggested it. Well, thank you for being so kind. I'm not planning on like 100%ing this game, by the way. This is mostly just to fill in a stream or two, so yeah. Still don't know if you're getting Mega Dimension. Well, I know I've already got it. I just need to wait for it to be available. When am I speedrunning Cooking Mama? Well, to be totally honest, it was actually a consideration at one point. Except, this game is actually very long. If you were to do all the recipes, it's gonna take you like several hours. And while I am enjoying this game, I feel like playing this game for several hours would be a bit of a challenge. I'd be pretty bored of it. You think the speedruns are for recipes only? The speedrun can be for whatever I want it to be. I don't have to do all the recipes if I don't want to. But then again, whatever speedruns would I really do? I could do like IL speedruns of just individual recipes, but meh. Oh, this is different. Okay. Ooh, okay, I don't remember this part. Delicious grey sludge dumplings. Mmm. Yum. Shrimp gyoza. You believe there's one? Yeah, burnt apple pie %. That's from Jaden Animations. Although, I don't think that's in this game. I think that's in the second game, unfortunately. Because I'm doing steamed instead of fried. Indeed I am. Yeah, apple pie is in Cooking Mama 2, 3, and 4, whereas this is the original. Ever play Scribblenauts? That was a favorite of yours on the DS. No, I have not. You got a couple of Scribblenauts on the Switch. They were fun. Scribblenauts. It sounds familiar. It doesn't really look familiar, though. It's basically a game where you can spawn literally anything to solve puzzles. Oh, excuse me. This, it sounds interesting. Scribblenauts is a series of emergent puzzle games where players primarily take control of a young boy named Maxwell, who has a magical notebook that summons anything he writes in it. Players are tasked with solving puzzles by summoning different objects with the notebook, which rewards the player with starites, which are a type of star. Puzzles typically have multiple different solutions, with players being encouraged to use out-of-the-box ideas. Interesting. I don't think I've ever seen this game before, although the name sounds familiar. Anything as long as the game knows about it. Yeah. Put in something that exists nowadays, but not back in the game's release. Which was in 2009. Put in COVID-19 virus and it gives you that. Giant... oh, excuse me. Giant flying invincible diamond tiger for the win. Scribblenauts is a game where you think AI could help fill in the gaps. I was thinking that. If it was like given an AI that was like, you know, able to just look up what things are, that could work. That'd be interesting. But then people might be unhappy about AI in the game. Okay. Look up what things are and use the existing models to then model the unknown things. Yeah, exactly. Or just have it an AI that designs the sprites itself. Although it might come out looking, you know, a bit like AI slop, potentially. Although AI is getting quite good at making images now. As I've been finding out from like the AI thumbnails that YouTube generates. A lot of them do look reasonably okay. And then there's a couple, like, the ones where it tries to make, like, Ed, Neddy images, but none of the characters even look like the real characters. The art style is pretty on point, but not the characters themselves. Look at what? Oh no, I read that. Sorry. This one. Ribs? I hope I've taken the bone out of them. Oh, I can't make the pan jump for this one. In you go. Oh, now I can. Also, these are apparently just seeds? Are you sure about this game? I don't think those look like seeds to me. Because there's no way the devs can think of everything. Exactly. That would be a lot of things to like design and model if you were literally to design everything. Oh, it stopped. Including the fact that the game would come out of date very quickly because, you know, time passes, things get invented. There we go. Pan-fried batter cake. Hope you enjoy. You can't look at that without feeling a smile on your face. Okay. Excuse me. You forgot the tongue. There you go. Alright, I have to be honest. I feel like I'm getting a little bit burned out on the game already. Alright, although it's not too long until 2 hours though, so I think I'll go for a little bit longer, but I highly doubt I'm gonna reach the like 3 or so hours I tend to aim for with streams. I'm sorry if that's a little bit of a disappointment. If anything I've learned with streaming is, if you're feeling bored of the game, then that's a sign it's, you know, time to move on. Wouldn't it be? I suppose, kind of. It's probably a bit more accurate, based on where I put the tongue. Understandable. Boiled egg seems very easy. Indeed it does. Although, they're kind of stuck in place. Stirring isn't actually doing anything. Capital Q turns into something else, so you couldn't go for that. That's like a shouting face with your tongue sticking out. Doing it that way, Trash Can, is just a mirror of the capital P version. What if it was... That's sticking your tongue out, but just having it pointing up rather than down. That's the Michael Jordan. Peel the egg. Touch the egg to crack away the shell and peel it away. Jeez, how roughly am I touching it? Well, this is quite satisfying, actually. Oh, sort of. When I can't seem to find the crack, it's not as satisfying. He stuck his tongue out to dunk. I remember that being a thing in Foster's Home for Imaginary Friends when they were trying to figure out Wilt's creator. And they figured out who it was because Wilt sticks out his tongue when he goes to dunk. And when Mac realizes, he's like, I know who it is! Yes! Your cousin also be sticking out his tongue when concentrating. I remember my English teacher, whenever he was writing on the board, he would have his tongue sticking out. And we found that amusing. His creator, Jordan Michaels, in the show. Yes, exactly. Oh, I remember that special of Foster's with the Wilt going to find his creator, and it was such like an emotional story. But of course, you can't take away Wilt saying sorry all the time. That's just who he is. And thankfully, he doesn't stop. He keeps it up. You learn how Wilt loses his arm and eye. Yeah. Exactly. It's such a sad story. Such a good show. Yeah, I need to watch that again, honestly. Yeah, I've watched Foster's like a few years ago. I feel like I need to watch it again, honestly. I feel like it's obvious I'm getting a little bored of this game because I'm not just jumping into the next recipe as soon as I can. They made a live-action movie about basically the same thing. Wait, what? About Foster's? I'm guessing not. Wait, what is this film? If also marketed as imaginary friends in some regions. Blah blah blah. Can I just get a summary, please? The film is about a young girl who discovers she can see everyone's imaginary friends, or ifs, after her father undergoes heart surgery. Okay. She embarks on a magical adventure to help these forgotten ifs find new children. Okay. So it kind of is... well, not exactly. That's not quite how imaginary friends work in the Foster's universe, but it's pretty similar. Yeah, I got that. Maybe it should be IFs? Maybe that's how I should be saying it, rather than ifs? Well, like in the Foster's universe, once you imagine an imaginary friend, they literally become real. Like, in the real world, and everyone else can see them. As opposed to them being, like, invisible to everyone except the creator. Although when you think about it with Foster's Home for Imaginary Friends, it kind of becomes like a really tragic universe, because it seems like imaginary friends are seen as like animals as opposed to people. Or even less than that sometimes, because, you know, people just throwing out imaginary friends like people throw away unwanted pets. And it's apparently totally legal. Yeah, the kindergartner kids have that room full of scribbles. Yes! The secret door, secret door, secret door, secret door, secret door, secret door. They don't even lock it. Like, it's a secret door that no one's allowed to open, but it's not locked? If it's a door you must never open, then lock the door. Yeah, I need to watch Foster's again, don't I? The more I think about it, the more I'm like, yep, gotta put that on my watch list. Also, I love how this Cooking Mama stream has very much turned to, discussion about literally everything else. Even the ones who had good childhoods and have to naturally part with their friends, none of them get to stick around. Madam Foster is the only one who made a friend with administrative skills. Well, Mr. Harriman is also seen with the same, like, low position in society, because, like, when he, that episode where Frankie became the leader of Foster's, Mr. Harriman was, like, out on the streets trying to find a job. And there were literally signs, literally saying, like, we do not hire imaginary friends. So it was making it really hard for him to get a job. So, like, open discrimination about imaginary friends is pretty much legal, it seems. Whereas if you were to be, like, put out a sign and being like, we only hire men, or we only hire white people, then you would be in a lot of trouble. It's basically just talking with Cooking Mama in the background. Yeah, pretty much. Hello, Lucky. How you doing today? You got 2 moronics recently. Oh no. One yesterday and one today. Oh no. That could be a good dystopian movie. Irish need not apply. I don't know, it's just when you think about it like that, it does just sound like being an imaginary friend is like such a miserable experience if you don't get a creator that's actually a good creator long term. Because yeah, Madam Foster, despite being older, she didn't give up her imaginary friend. There's nothing forcing you to. It's just most people seem that they do. They just get sick of them and just throw them out. Like, great friends, eh? Although Mac and Blue, like, even though they are apparently best friends, for the most part in all the episodes, it seems like Mac is just constantly irritated by Blue and they're not really friends at all. Quite a lot of the times, Blue is the villain of the episode. You recently got home from being out at your friend's hair salon this afternoon. Lately, you've been memeing a lot on the mind. Also, thanks for the free stream streak. I really appreciate that. Time to hunt some more. We'll be lurking, have fun. Okay, no problem. I don't imagine this stream is going to be lasting too much longer, because I think I'm done with the game for now. So we're mostly just chatting about everything. They have a more brothers relationship, you feel. Yeah, brothers, like Terrence and Mac kind of relationship. Gotta go to the store, be lurking and listening. Okay, no problem. Hope you find everything you need to in the store. Hope stream's been fun. Yeah, it's definitely been fun, but I can't really play Cooking Mama that long without beginning to feel bored. Like real brothers, not cartoon bully brothers. Well, not all brothers are gonna be like how Mac and Blue are. Like, for the most part, through most of the series, Blue is an incredibly selfish, uncaring person. Whereas Mac is like, you know, friendly. A little lonely outside of Foster's, but he's found friends in Foster's. Like, you can't really imagine Blue and Matt getting along very well. I know in the first episode, Blue was a lot more friendly to everyone. But, like, as soon as the next episode comes out, he's super selfish and doesn't care about anyone else. At least I think. Isn't the second episode like Store Wars? Foster's Home for Imaginary Friends episodes? List of episodes. Yeah, well, okay, the first 3 episodes are like the 3-parter House of Blues, but I'm just counting that as a 1 episode for this. And then you have Store Wars, where Blue is trying to find a present for Madame Foster's birthday, and when he doesn't find what he wants, he just kicks people in the shin. He doesn't care. When Wilt brings Blue back the chips. And he literally pushes Wilt past his limit by literally stomping on the chips for being the wrong flavor. Exactly! That is the kind of person Blue is. He's spoilt and selfish. I actually saw that, that clip you're talking about, like, where Wilt is like, he just can't say no. And he ends up going on this crazy adventure for the day, like even going into space and being sent to prison and having to dig his way out of it. All because he can't say the word no. Although, does he ever actually say the word no in other contexts? Just a normal day. Yeah, when you're a doormat like Wilt, that pretty much is a normal day. I don't know, what episode is that? Where there's a Wilt, there's a way. That's in season 2. It's the 3rd episode of season 2. Does Wilt not say the word no at all until then? Surely he says it at least once, like, in the entirety of season 1, even if it's not being used as like, no, I will not do this. Maybe it would be like, no, there are no chips. You can't think of any time he says no otherwise. Probably more like, I don't think so, or probably not. That would be funny if they literally went through the entirety of season 1, making sure Wilt never actually says the word no. Because no is... well, I imagine it's a pretty easy word to find in just general conversation. But it's not like, you know, a super most common word, if that makes sense. I know he says not a lot, like, you know, that is not okay. I know he says that a few times. Like, I think there was the episode where they broke Madame Foster's bust, and I'm pretty sure Wilt in that episode says, like, there are a lot of things that are not okay, and that was definitely not okay. I'm pretty sure. It's not the word no, but it's pretty close. It's only 1 letter off. I'm sorry, but that is not okay. Okay? Should probably do like a review about Foster's Home for Imaginary Friends. Like going through the episodes and like rating them all. Yeah. Funny I should say that. I'm not gonna say anymore. That'd be fun. Wink wink. You can ask Google AI. What? Hang on. Google AI. What would you rate the episode... what was it called again? Where there's a Wilt, there's a way. The episode Where There's a Wilt, There's a Way is a segment of the two-part episode from Foster's Home, blah blah blah. It does not have a single official critic score, but fan reception of the overall episode is mixed due to its companion segment, Everyone Knows It's Bendy. Everyone Knows It's Bendy is a pretty bad episode. Well, actually, no, the episode itself isn't bad. Bendy is bad. Bendy is such a terrible character. You meant if he says no, but this is also good. This segment is generally well regarded by fans as a good character study of Wilt. The physical comedy of his escalating commitments and frustration is often praised. Yes. The second segment, Everyone Knows It's Bendy, is widely considered by fans and critics to be one of the worst, in italics, episodes of the entire series due to its frustrating plot and a perceived downer ending. The writer, Lauren Faust, has even openly regretted writing it. Wow! Due to extreme negativity surrounding the episode, the combined episode often receives poor ratings. Yeah, individually, the Wilt episode is good, the Bendy episode is bad, and when put together, it often has low ratings because the Bendy episode is so bad. Yeah, this could be something I could do someday. It'd be like a Faults on Video, where I like rate episodes of TV shows. That could definitely be fun. Although copyright issues may arise. So I might have to, if I were to do that, I would have to find a way around it. I'm pretty sure a lot of times it would just be easier to show like, you know, with like a blur effect or just have screenshots. I'm pretty sure screenshots don't attract copyright. It's mostly like the moving video, I think. Especially if it's like full screen. You could use edited screenshots. You follow a lot of sports video who just add a fez. A fez? Oh, it's that thing. Okay, I've seen Game Theory do that. But there are people out there who do post like the footage is just like, you know, being used to like describe the point they're making, but it's muted. I think that's quite often fine, so long as the clip isn't too long. Something like that, I think. Because I have seen like people make reviews of TV shows like this, but they often have to do something to like avoid the copyright getting angry at them. A fez? Like Perry in that one South America episode. It's a type of hat with like a tassel on top. Yeah, it's like a little... I'm not sure how to describe it actually. If you just look up fez on Google Images, it will give you what we're talking about. Sounds like a yes. Perry the platypus in a fez? Yes. Okay, yeah, it does show Perry wearing a fez. At least I assume we're talking about this particular clip. Boy. I was not expecting to go into such detail about, you know, anything that's not to do with Cooking Mama. Well, there's nothing wrong with it. Is Perry the Platypus LGBTQ? What? Perry the Platypus is an asexual character. I see. Is that confirmed? Eh. Okay, well I think this is probably as good a time as any to bring it to an end though for today. It's been a lot of fun playing Cooking Mama, but it's not one of those games I can play for very long without just feeling distracted. Fun stream? I'm glad you enjoyed it. Alright. Hasn't Perry flirted with a bunch of human women? Well, that doesn't mean you're not asexual. You can be like something romantic, but asexual and still flirt with people. True. Anyway, but with that, I am done for today.